Alright, what is up, Seatsoids? We got a brand new Counter-Strike update. They actually have new items first and new covert or new special items. So we're just gonna start with the case items. A little bit more boring because it's not new gloves, but I'm gonna run through these. We got the 5.7. I don't know why it's not showing up. Got the 5.7 X-ray. I honestly think this is a pretty cool skin. I do like the X-ray skins. They're not necessarily the most popular. But for a blue, I mean, this looks pretty great to me. We've got the Bach blocks. I mean, Bach obviously because it's the chicken. I mean, it's alright, Again, it's a blue, nothing special. Got the Zuba stick. I mean, unfortunately, when a main rifle is a blue, it's going to be somewhat boring. This actually is pretty cool for a blue. I'd say it looks like it should be a case purple. I mean, it's got nice teeth decal and everything. It's got the eye up here and the eye over here. Not bad. RMX. This is really cool. If it wasn't on a PP Bison, it definitely wouldn't be a blue. The 64 is cool because 64 bullets in a PP Bison. Yeah, it's looking pretty great so far. We got the sawed-off fusion. These look like they might be eyes. I don't know if there was some sort of like ocular theme for this terminal. Just not really sure. The barrel looks, I mean, it sounds dumb, but like having a like matte finish on the barrel looks really nice. We got the fragment. There's a green skin that kind of looks like this. It's not too cool. It also has the bullets labeled, so that's all right. Got the silent shot. I don't know how this is a blue. This looks like it could honestly be like a pink or something. I can't imagine there's any holographics, which could be why. But this is definitely my favorite blue that's in this case, and it is blue. Got the Deagle fire breathing. This is a little Blaze-esque. It looks, honestly, it almost looks like League of Legends graphics. Not ideal, but I think it looks all right. Nothing special. Got the Galligator. I thought it was the Galligator. It looks like where the hinge is on the mouth, it's probably gonna be like the chatterbox where this like opens up after every shot, which is always cool. I like this. It almost looks like sideways, like a radiation barrel. So pretty cool. I think when you like inspect these are all in factory new. So obviously it looks a little, I don't know, not ideal. Yeah, it's scraped up, but I mean that's part of it. Electrum, this is awesome. I honestly do wish it was solid green, just so you could have like a M4 Emerald. But it still looks great. This is probably gonna be the most expensive purple, I'd assume. This amber line, I've heard this is really pattern based, so it can be like almost all white, or as this is almost all gold. So that's always cool. Got the urban sovereign. This looks pretty cool. I mean, it's graffiti. It just looks like something that should have been in the new Overpass collection. And honestly, it might have originally been in that. But looks great. Got the crane flight. This looks to me, I mean, it's great. I really like this skin a lot. It looks kind of like a mix between the Op Long Dog and the AK Inheritance. Which, I mean, this is one of my favorite AKs in the game now. But I can see some people not being happy that it's so similar to other recent editions. Got the Kintsugi. This looks really cool. I really just like the like bird decals on things, so I really appreciate this. Looks like a phoenix maybe. I don't know. And it's got waves. There's a lot of that in the gloves as well, so that's pretty cool. We've got the Death Gaze. P90 Medusa, but it's a lot different than the Alt Medusa, obviously. This looks really, really cool. I also like the Greek columns on it. Yeah, I mean, pretty cool. Got the Queen's Gambit. This is one of my new favorite ops in the game. It's like an inverse of the Op Prince. I honestly am surprised that they didn't save this to be a like in-game collection red, as they did for like the Op Prince. It just looks so cool. I like the padding on the back even. It's like a pillowing. And then obviously all of the Baroque designs on the scope and on the barrel. And then this just looks incredible. The fully tuned, this, I don't know. It's just bright. I don't really like a lot of the like just bright to be bright skins. So, I mean, I understand why it's a covert, but it's not my pick for a Glock. Gloves are going to be a lot more fun. We got the Violent Beadwork. It's a much more mellow purple than the purple gloves we have in game, which currently is only two. It kind of does have a little bit of the Pandora's Box color scheme because it's got the blues on it as well. I think that's going to be not a super popular pair, but I don't know. Ultraviolence. If you like him, you like him. If you don't, you don't. These are very, very bright. They're probably going to be going with mostly fade knives or phase 2 Dopplers. I really like them. They're probably going to be the most expensive glove in the container. Red Racer, I like these. They're more or less just a slingshot. I like them a little bit better, which, I mean, with a direct comparison like that, I think these will probably end up being more, but some people probably still like the slingshots. Got the Occult. This is literally gloves version of Alt Prints. These are one of my favorite new gloves as well. They just look incredible. We got the Frosty. This, I mean, you can't really go wrong with sports gloves, and these are probably going to be cheaper than like the Amphibious, which is what they look closest to. So, price-wise, these are probably going to be a pretty good glove to pick up. They're just not my favorite. Got the cream print pinstripe. They're just kind of boring. They're like black ties with a little extra. Got the Blaze. Don't really like the blue around the fire, to be honest, but I have seen these in game with the Deagle Blaze, and they actually work surprisingly well. I just don't know really what sort of knife combos they would go with. Got the Sunburst. These are basically just the fade gloves, but better in my opinion. I'm gonna imagine that the actual Sunburst is pattern based. There's probably gonna be some that are like fully orange like this, and some that aren't. Pillow Punchers, these are the whitest gloves in the game, so they're gonna be expensive just because they go with like all the whiteout skins and stuff, and like print streams. The Lime Polycams, I really like these. A lot of other people I've seen online really like these. These are probably gonna be uber expensive. But I did see someone found Ultraviolence in the terminal, field tested for 250 bucks. So they might actually, these gloves in this terminal specifically might not be as expensive as we're all thinking. Cloud Chasers, these are really a blue. I mean, if you want to go full blue, pair this with like a lower tier, mid tier Sapphire. That would look great, I think. But it's just really blue. I wouldn't rock that even if I had the money for it. Chocolate Chesterfield. I mean, these look great. I would probably pair this with maybe a lore or something. But yeah. Black Book. These are the new, I would say the new version of black ties. They are just going to be a go-to, I think, for like black laminates and stuff, and any sort of mellow, like monotone combos like that. I'm sure it would also look really good with Doppler knives that have black handles, so most of them besides like the Navahas and the Talons. Got the Big Swell. These are amazing. I love the Great Wave painting. I think everyone does. It's like one of the most recognizable paintings ever. These just look great to me. Wave Chasers, basically glove version of AK Inheritance. I'm sure these are going to command a high price. And they also have the White Fingers. They are, I believe, the same glove format as the King Snakes, except just with a different design on the back, obviously. We've got the Segaiha. No one really knows how to pronounce this, so I have not figured that out yet. It's kind of bland. They look like Lunar Weaves. They're probably going to be cheaper than Lunar Weaves because they're recent gloves, so that's a good pickup for like Knights. A lot of the old Knights have blue-ish handles, so that would look really nice. Plum Quill. They look kind of gross, to be honest, but they're also going to be very cheap, I would imagine, because they don't look good, and they're going to be great for all your like ultraviolet combos. Got the hand sweaters. I really like these. I've seen a lot of people saying they don't like these. I just think these would be good with, because they're the two-tone green. They'd be really good with some phase 2 Gamma Dopplers, and then also some low-tier knives like the Forest DD Pats and the Boreal Forest. Got the Garden. A lot of people don't like these. I really like these. I just think floral patterns are cool, and they're going to be cheap, which is always a positive. The Dragon Fists. I don't like these at all, to be honest. They're basically Rees on the Reds, but with texture. I'm sure someone's going to come up with a cool combo for them, but I just don't really see anything good about those. Brocade Flowers. This is one of my favorite new gloves. I just really like that teal. It's very like unique, and it's something that also would look really cool with an old school knife because of the blue handle going with the fingers on that. Last year, the brocade crane, which is also one of my favorites. If I did have the money for it, I would just run this on CT and this on T side. This just looks incredible. So yeah, that's about it.